In this video, I will be going over who I think would win in a fight between Killua and Kurapika. So let's begin. Both characters are considered among the smartest in the series, but Killua has the intel advantage as he knows about Kurapika's eyes, the restrictions behind Chain Jail and Judgment Chain, knows the details behind Emperor Time, and knows how repeated use of Emperor Time leaves Kurapika bedridden. Killua also has more combat experience as we know that powerful Nen users are a rarity, so it is unlikely that Kurapika could have fought anyone on the level of the ants while on his quest for his scarlet eyes. And that's ignoring how Killua was raised an assassin, while Kurapika grew up a normal kid until his clan was wiped out. So in this fight, Killua has the intelligence advantage. Most of Kurapika's physical feats come while using Emperor Time, which allows him to use abilities of all categories at maximum efficiency, but it doesn't raise his maximum level. Due to it making him a specialist, his enhancement is capped at level 4, but he can use that level 4 ability at 100% rather than 40%. This may seem weak, but when you add the Scarlet Eyes boost on top of that, it gives Kurapika enough strength to shrug off punches from and damage Uvogin, an actual enhancer. And conjurers and specialists are supposed to be bad at enhancement, so Kurapika being able to hold his own in close combat means he basically has no weak spot. His only problem is his physical abilities are limited by how long he can use Emperor Time. Killua, thanks to being present in almost every episode, is not lacking in physical feats. He can tear through and blitz Chimera Ant grunts and officers pretty easily. He is also durable enough to shake off punches from 2 Enhancer Ants in Palm and Remote, despite being either fatigued or unable to fight back. And when using Godspeed, his speed and reaction times are so fast, he can make characters as powerful as Yuppie look like a joke. My opinion on who's stronger physically is that, while Kurapika is not in Emperor Time, he would be overpowered by Killua. And while Killua is using Godspeed, he would be getting Speed Blitz. But if Kurapika uses Emperor Time, he would be able to shrug off almost all of Killua's strikes. My reasoning for this comes from how the troop members were also able to deal with the ants pretty easily, and how Kurapika could also keep up with their most physically powerful member in Uvogin. Kurapika's abilities outside of Chain Jail could all be used in this fight. His Steel Chain and Judgment Chain could both end the fight in an instant, as the former places the target in a state of Zetsu, drains their aura and steals their abilities, while the latter could place an impossible contract on the target. His Dowsing Chain is powerful enough to crush mountainsides and has the ability to track opponents, and his Holy Chain could heal injuries instantly. The main weakness of his chains are that he needs them to land and they aren't that fast, and 2 of them use categories outside of Conjuring and would get weaker without Emperor Time. Killua is able to transmute electricity either through the palm of his hands, through yo-yos, as a thunderbolt, or into himself, boosting his speed and reaction time. Killua has a less varied arsenal than Kurapika, and is limited by how much charge he has, but the combination of the fact that his electricity could stun, and the sheer speed of Godspeed make his abilities incredibly deadly. Both fighters have ways to end a fight in an instant, but Kurapika's versatility and the fact that he has more experience and control over his abilities give him the edge here. Both of these fighters wouldn't get anywhere with physical strikes alone. Both characters have reasons to end the fight quickly because of either a time limit or a limited charge, and both characters have abilities to end the fight instantly. This would be a game of mistakes, and whoever slips up first and gets hit by a chain or stunned by a thunderbolt loses. That kind of fight favors the person who has faster abilities, higher combat experience, faster reflexes, and background knowledge of the opponent's abilities going into the fight. And Killua has the advantage in those areas. The simple fact that Kurapika would be trying to piece together Killua's abilities as he fights, while Killua has a good understanding of Kurapika's abilities, give him a massive advantage here. And when you factor in that Kurapika wouldn't expect something like Godspeed, and he wouldn't have time to get his guard up and would take heavy damage because of it, it's really difficult to give him the edge in a fight like this. If we removed Killua's advantage in intel and gave that to Kurapika, then yeah, I'd see Kurapika winning. But as it is, it's really difficult to give him the victory in this fight. Anyways, that's just my opinion on how the fight would go. If you have your own opinion or think I missed anything, please point it out in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.